What's going on, Vape Nation? Job 131 Vapes is back. And actually not back, it's still here. So, today I'm doing another review, and this one is on the Eleaf Lemo Drop. Now, people are thinking, or wondering if this is a K-Fun killer. Well, I'll let you know for me personally at the end of this video. So what we'll do is we'll go to the zoomed in view, we'll take it apart and go over it piece by piece. After that I'll vape it and I'll tell you what I like and what I don't like. So please keep watching. Alright, so here we are in the zoomed in view for the Lemo Drop. As you can see, this is the box, and I got the silver one and it's checked off on Lemo Drop. So that is just a smaller version of the Lemo. You have a barcode over here, flip it over, and blah 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 blah. Well, that's nice to give you some information. There's Eleaf and their website. And you open this up, and inside you have your Lemo Drop. Let's see if there's anything else on the bottom, but you have user manual, which is cool. Do-it-yourself guide. Oh. Alright, some instructions on, I guess, length and stuff for coils, which is, a nice bonus. It gives you instructions if you don't know what you're doing, which, well, you should at this point. And inside you also get one of those typical keychain screwdrivers, and I guess a hell of a bunch of O-rings, and let's see, a bunch of O-rings, so that's cool. And you also get cotton. I'm assuming this is organic cotton, but it's nice of them to include it. And they include some wire as well. Now I'm guessing, again, I'm not 100% if that's Kanthal or what, but I won't be using it just because I like using my own stuff. So, but again, any extras are kind of cool, and that seems to be a hell of a lot of extras, so that's always a bonus. And again, more companies, I think, should start doing this, just because, you're paying whatever money for these pieces, so you maybe want to, give us a bit more incentive. But here it is. This is the Eleaf Lemo Drop up close, and if I'm not mistaken, this holds about 3 milliliters, but I'll double check that. Construction looks pretty good. It's all stainless steel. So I'll take it apart and we'll go over it piece by piece. Alright, so this is it taken apart. I'll start with a drip tip. And I'm not really a fan of this style of drip tip, but they do include one, which is always good. The bore isn't really all that big. It does cone out, kind of like the K-Fun. And you do have 2 O-rings over here. So that's that. Stainless steel construction seems okay. Next we'll start with the top cap. Stainless steel, looks pretty good, threaded inside, and not 100%, but well, yeah, most likely though. There's an O-ring in here. Okay. Next, obviously, you have your glass section, and it is glass, so just be careful when you're cranking everything down. Next piece, you have your top of your cylinder or section. On the inside, you can see that there is an O-ring over there, threaded here, threaded there, and then you have a little bit of ridges for grip, and that actually screws into your cylinder, which again is threaded on both sides. And it seems Okay. Finally you have, or not finally, but then you have your deck. This one already comes with a coil put already there. And cotton. Oh, that's a lot of cotton. But maybe that's the way it's supposed to be. So I'm actually going to vape this. So hopefully everything's clean. I'm not going to put my own coil in just yet. But for now, I'm going to try and see what their factory vape or factory coil setting is. But you can see you got your two Phillips screws, your coil, and let's see, a little bit different the way you coil this, I think. You can see that actually you coil them through these holes in posts, and the hole looks pretty big. The air hole looks pretty big. And as you can see, the juice channels is very thick as well. There's your fill hole right there. And yeah, those are pretty deep. You have, I guess this is an air hole over here on the side, and it's over here as well. There's three. And then again, you have your fill screw right there, and you can see the plus and minus, and that's for this, so you can screw it or turn it tighter or looser for your airflow. So I mean, right now I think it was set at wide open, but I'm gonna just tighten it a bit. So that's how you'd adjust it. You just move that inner ring clockwise or counterclockwise. Alright, and finally you have, I guess, your bottom section. You can see on the bottom of it your 510 pin. I believe that's silver plated. I'm not really too sure what this is saying right there, but don't do it, whatever that means. And here you have your grooves for grip when you're turning it, as well as some threads when you screw it into the bottom. And then this is, I guess, the other side of that, and that's where your 510 pin is. So to put it all together, basically take that, make sure everything's kind of in there, tighten it up. Now I don't tighten it like super tight, but just tight enough. Put that over there, and you have your glass section, finally your top section. And again, it is glass, so that, you know, don't crank it on super tight. But yeah, so that's that. That is the Lemo drop in the zoomed in view. I'm gonna probably rinse out everything first. I'm gonna use that build that comes pre-built in there on this case, and then we'll fill it up and vape it and tell you what I like and what I don't like. So please keep watching. Alright, we're back from the zoomed in view for Eleaf's Lemo drop. What I like about this, first of all, I like the fact that it includes a drip tip. That's always a plus. Secondly, I like the build quality on this. Is definitely very nice. No issues with the machining or anything like that. Third, I like the airflow. It's actually pretty good for a rebuildable tank. And the flavor is definitely there. Airflow is definitely there, like I said. And I like the fact that it doesn't leak. So far, so good. This hasn't leaked on me. I've been using it for about 2 weeks. So in my book, for a tank, a rebuildable tank atomizer, if it doesn't leak, that's definitely a plus, and that's a big thing for me. What I don't like, main thing, and the only thing really, is I don't like the way that you refill it. I mean, That's your only option, is a screw on the bottom that I showed you on the zoomed in view. It's a bit of a hassle if you're out and about, obviously. There's no way to refill it unless you have your screwdriver with you and, you know, a needle tip bottle so you can drip the fluid in there. But other than that, yeah, for me this is a K-Fun killer. I haven't used the V4 yet. I should do a review on that in the next couple weeks once I get it. But for now, this is the top of the rebuildable tank atomizers for me. Better than Earl Koenigan, better than the K-Fun version 2, better than Orchid. Yeah, for me this is the shit right now. But I mean, as far as vapor production, I don't really expect too much from a rebuildable tank atomizer, but flavor is definitely there. So, other than that, would I buy this? Well, yeah, I bought it. I picked it up for $38 from my buddy, Kamari101, on whackedoutesig.ca, and check his Facebook, Kamari Vapes. Yeah, for $38, and the fact that it's a K-Fun killer to me. Again, you guys might not agree, but for me, this is the one so far. Definitely worth the money. And again, I'm a dripper. You know, I enjoy dripping. I'll drip when I'm driving, but you know, whatever. That only at lights. That's when I refill. But whatever. But as far as for trips and stuff, and if you just don't feel like dripping, which isn't very often for me, definitely Lemo drop for me is the one. It's definitely worth the money. $38 Canadian. I suggest picking one up, or you know, you could wait for the V4 and see if that one's gonna beat it, the K-Fun V4. But yeah, for now, like I said, a Lemo drop. That's for me. This is the one. But other than that, this is Job 131 Vape saying, keep your wicks wet, and thanks for watching.